How's it going, St. James community? We are here hanging out at the church talking about visioning today. We've begun this process for a number of reasons, one of which is because we have the awesome problem of putting out a 5-year vision that we completed in 3 years. So now we're up to the challenge of thinking even bigger and thinking even more outside of the box and really trying to find, how God wants to use St. James, the people in the church, and the church itself in the community here at the West End. So James is just going to take us through really what has happened, where we're at, and then where we're going.
All right, well, just to kind of recap where we've been, you may or may not have been part of taking the survey at St. James to kind of figure out what we were doing right, what we needed to work on, just about what we were currently involved in here at St. James. And if you haven't taken that, it's not too late. We'd love to hear from you. Go to our website, sjumc.net/survey, SURVEY, and it will take you to a survey that takes about 7 to 8 minutes to fill out. And if you do that, that would help us out to kind of see where we stand. The second step beyond the survey earlier this year was at the beginning of May, on the first Sunday of May, we invited the congregation, anyone who wanted to stay after worship on Sunday. They stayed after, we had lunch together, and we sat around tables here in the worship center and shared. We asked, the first question we asked, the most important question perhaps, was what big idea, what audacious idea, what crazy sounding idea might God have laid on your heart for us as a community here on the West End, a faith community, St. James, to do, to be about here on the West End. And so we recorded those, had people write down their own personal understanding of that question, and then we kept that raw data. And so we've made available to you via PDF as well as hard copy here at St. James a summary of the 30 ideas that emerged from the 20 people who were here, and also the raw data is also available that you can read what people wrote down word for word. Now we've begun to put together a team of 7 people. It's comprised of 2 people who have been here since the 90s, 2 people who have been here since the mid-2000s, in the first decade of the 2000s, and then 3 people who have been here for less than 3 years since we've come to our new location. We're hoping by the end of the summer to kind of taking a look at the survey results, the ideas that emerged from the gathering together, the demographics from the West End of Alexandria, what do they look like here? What can we do to impact the West End in ways that will bring transformation and hope and healing?
And it's not just 1 or 2 people's visions. Our desire is that it is, the church as a whole, and that's why it's open to pretty much anyone to weigh in and all that stuff. And then second, it's not about just doing something for doing something. We really want God leading this and us really feeling that vision for both the needs of the community and also where God is wanting the church to be. And then obviously, constant communication and transparency, that you can email us, talk to us on Sunday, we can get coffee, whatever. We'd love to hear your ideas if you have them, and if you've been praying about it and God's just like hammering you with something, we want to know it, and we think it could be really useful to our community.
Absolutely.
And we'll just keep sending stuff out as it happens.